What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to talk to you guys about APEcoin and exactly what are my plans for APEcoin. Now, I did talk about my plans in the past, but we talked about APEcoin in the live stream today and just broke a couple of things down where my plans are, and also looking at the chart, kind of heavily and giving my opinion on where things are going based on history. Now, I know there's not much history behind it, and I think that we are going to see a bit, or we could possibly see a bit of a pullback, right, with this position and how far it has come. But we're going to get into some of the detail and why I decided to buy some ApeCoin today. Now, I know that this kind of goes against exactly what I was saying in the past, in the recent past. But if you look further in the past, further or far behind, I don't know. If you're looking way back when I was talking about investing into positions, it's always great to find a way to get your foot in the door, right? Getting your foot in the door is a good way of securing your spot to potentially greatness, if not finding a way to average in as you don't invest everything. And I have always preached this. I've always told people about this type of investing and that there's multiple ways to invest. It all depends of how you get to your end goal, right? If you get to your end goal where you know it's going to get to a certain price, let's say 50 or 100 or 200 or whatever the price is, you are making the best of getting to that end goal, if that makes sense. So before we get started in this, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, and you can get some updates on a lot of cryptocurrency. Right now, it's really centered around Shiba Inu, but I do want to post a lot of stuff on ApeCoin and on other positions as well, like CRO and some other stuff. So again, hit the like button, follow me on Twitter. Let's go ahead and dive into this. So ApeCoin. Currently, it's sitting at about $13.53. It's up about 1.5%. We see the actual entire market making some positive moves, which is really, really good, and saw a lot of positive moves yesterday, and a lot of moves that actually went in my favor. And this is why I kind of decided to make this move, was because coins went in my favor. I was able to capture some of that favor, right? Some of those profits, and I'm basically able to put more money into some positions like this. And I also have more technically free money that's coming from Gate.io, where I can't keep the money in there, so a lot of that money is coming out of here. So it's going to go into another position that I feel as though has a lot of potential. But we're here to talk about ApeCoin, right? $13.53. You can see the high and low in the last 24 hours is $14.45 for a high, $12.95 for a low. A lot of people said that this probably wouldn't come back down below 14 cents, or a couple of people, and some people say that this is not going to come back down below 13 cents, right? That's usually the case when you see it at a certain level and people are bullish on it. They think that it's going to absolutely run and it's never going to go back lower, but obviously you see retracements. So the things that concern me about this position is mainly around the circulating supply and max supply. Now, we know the max supply, we have a ton of supply out there that's basically held and it's locked away until a certain point, until about 12 months, to where it is released in certain increments, and then you'll be able, or those people will be able to sell that amount and essentially kind of tank the whole entire thing. Now, I don't know how much of an impact that will make, but how much they're actually releasing and how many wallets, how many addresses are out there, it's kind of interesting to me to see how much can be released and how much can be diluted, if that makes sense. Because currently, when you're looking at a 277 million circulating supply, you're looking at only a $3.7 billion market cap. And I know I say only, that is a high market cap, $3.7 billion versus all these other coins that are probably not even worth a billion or even 100 million. And then the thing that does concern me, though, is the fully diluted market cap and how much there is of a difference, right? You see the fully diluted market cap at 13.5 billion. That's right where Shiba Inu is, and shows that, it's not saying that there's no strength above that, because you can definitely see the strength well above that. However, the difference between the current market cap and the fully diluted market cap, you're looking at about $10 billion worth of a difference. So that's the thing that kind of scares me within this position. But I still see the potential with the popularity, because cryptocurrency is all based off popularity. Once it loses popularity, then everything falls. However, the popularity with the amount of markets that are there, the amount of markets that they're holding in and you can buy in, I don't think the popularity is really going anywhere anytime soon. So let's look at the chart and let's break down a little bit of technical analysis here. We can see some of these low points that we did see recently. I believe it did get to 6, but right here it just has it at a level of 9. And this is 30 minutes. These are 30-minute candlesticks. You're seeing at a level of $9 before increasing heavily. And what you can take from this is that it's creating a really decent sized channel here, kind of breaking that channel as we see today. Well, you can see that channel. It's creating higher highs, higher lows. It's really creating a bullish momentum. And when you could see things like that, that is creating a bullish momentum, you start to see the growth potential in it. You start to see that push, that positivity. But anybody could have told you that it was going to resist at some of these levels of 14. Now, how hard is it going to resist? That's really the key, right? Because I knew that you were going to see a pullback from that level, and you did see that. But how hard is it going to resist? It looks like it resisted all the way down to here, a low of about that $12, $13 mark, before increasing again and creating another resistance. Now, is it going to start creating lower highs and lower lows? That's definitely a possibility, to where 13 or 14 might be a high, and you might be considering somewhere around 11 or 12 as a low point or as an investment point. Now, if it's going to be something that does resist and has a little bit of a retracement, get back to normal, you can see all this positivity on the RSI and how it is stair stepping on the way up, creating that higher high, higher low on the RSI, creating it to be oversold, or sorry, overbought. And you see that reset back to about 50 on the RSI before being overbought yet again, consolidating up there and finding a way to resist off of that hard all the way down to about 39 on the RSI. I still think there's a lot of room for it to drop down a little bit, just so that it can get down to being into maybe oversold territory. So somewhere around this point, maybe 1270 or 1250. I would probably say somewhere around 1250, because it's a previous resistance point as well as a previous support level, or support level and resistance point here. So you're going to capture it as maybe another support level, another bounce point, unless popularity starts to break. So I would probably push for something like 1250. And that's why I decided that, $10 wasn't really in the cards right now. I know that it could have made a move, and I didn't heavily look into this because I didn't really have the charting data. I didn't even know you can go in here and use TradingView, or else I would have. But I was pushing for about $9 or less than $10 so I can get 100 of it. However, I think it's going to be something to where it might pull back to about maybe 1250, and then we can make another move into it, or I can make another move into it. So to get into the point that you guys wanted to be here for, I mean, it's already 8 minutes in. How much did I buy of this position? I went through the whole technical analysis, and what I do see, it is in this upward channel, which looks really good. Could see a pullback. Another buy point is probably 1250. But if we go into my portfolio here, I had a free like $1,000 that I could use to invest. So I decided to invest $350 into this position and buy just 25 coins, almost 26 coins, at a level of $13.46. So I'm slightly up on the day, but I did buy 25 coins just to kind of get my foot in the door. Nothing more than that. I'm not going to be jealous if this goes to $100, because if it goes to $100, I made a decent amount of money on it anyways. If it goes to $200, I still made a decent amount of money on it anyways. I have my foot in the door, but I'm not risking everything. So when it does come down to maybe 1250, I'll buy another 25 coins, but I don't know if I'll be getting 100 coins, just because I don't know if it will come back down to the level of $10, and if it does, that's where I'll make that move. I really only want to hold about $1,000 into the position, not really too much more than that, but if I am going to get close to that, if I can get like 100 or $1,000, $1,100 into it, that's fine. $1,200, that's okay. It's kind of pushing it, but anything above that, I really don't want to do that. So I could tell you right now, you're in a good spot for this. Popularity is up. I bought some. It's not crazy basically saying that I'm bullish on it. I just know that we were in an upward trend, and now we're starting to get more towards that downward trend, sort of being at the peak. So kind of buying at that peak right now. It's definitely more of a peak potential buy than it is for a low potential buy, because we're closer to that 14 to 17 mark than we are to the 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 mark. Does that make sense? So you might have some pullback, and that's why I only put my foot in the door so that I can dollar cost average down. So anyways, you let me know what you think about this buy. I think it might be okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's also not the best thing in the world. It could be better if I would have made that move somewhere around 10 or 11 when it was down to that point before. But we'll see how this all plays out. And either way, if you have your end goal, of being at $200 or $100 or $50, then that's where your end goal is. No matter what price you buy in at this point, yes, you can get a certain amount of X above that, but you're still getting to that end goal. If you have 100, you're still going to have what you would have had. You would be investing a lot less if you just bought 100 at a lower point. That's the only thing that you're really dealing with. But either way, if you believe in where this can go, then you know that you're gaining a decent amount from it. So let me know what you think about it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. I'm sorry if I was in the way in any way for this breakdown. I know you're not going to be able to see the price too much, but you can see that I bought 25 coins of it. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow me on Twitter at PerryAK, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.